Restless Road.
Fellas, good to see you.
Hey,
for having us.
Amy, I would like for you to meet Restless Road. Zach, say hi to Amy.
Hey, Amy.
Hello. Hi, Zach.
I like this. This is like we're in a meeting.
Yeah.
Colton.
Oh, Colton.
Very nice to meet you.
Hi.
Garrett.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Amy, I'm Garrett.
Hello.
There you
Got
go.
it. Now.
So this body of work here is Restless Road.
Mm-hmm.
We played the Opry together last week, and Charles Kelly from Lady A came and sang with you guys. And it's pretty cool.
It was absolutely incredible. I mean, because he's a co-writer on the new single, so it was an honor kind of to have him come out and play it with us.
Do you know how I knew that he wrote the song? Is because he texted me bragging that he wrote the song.
Did he really?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And then I saw him.
Texts us and brags about it all the
There
time.
you go. There you go. I've been jaded a bit after being at a lot of shows. When someone yells out your hometown, you feel excited, and you're like, oh. And so I've lost. However, I wasn't expecting the rhyme with Bobby Bones, and I was like, oh.
You know, it kind of just worked perfect.
Scream or something.
Yeah, just it was a low hanging fruit. We had to get it.
So let's kind of start at the beginning here. I know you guys from knowing Kane Brown, right? I think Kane is who introduced me to you guys. So Garrett, what's the situation? How do you guys know Kane?
Well, Colton can probably tell you that.
So we know Kane from back in 2013. We were all on the TV show The X Factor together, and that's kind of where Restless Road started. And we all met each other in Los Angeles and Hollywood week, and we were kind of all pitted against each other, or so we thought. And then coming to find out, no, they were all along trying to set up this four-person group, and Kane was supposed to be in Restless Road. But then Kane decided he wanted to go on and do solo stuff, and he became the Kane Brown that everybody knows and loves. And we continued. So,
Zach, you're from Wichita, Kansas?
My family actually lives there now, but I was born and raised in Iowa. Then I lived in Michigan and Pennsylvania. My dad, he's a choir director, so he got a job at Wichita State University. So that's where I call home now.
Okay, shocker, shout out. So your home now is Wichita?
Well, I just call home wherever my family lives.
Okay, I was going to say, don't you live here? That's tough. You're doing the thing where, so you moved around a whole lot, and your dad was a choir instructor?
Yeah, he's a choir director.
So was he hard on you?
No, honestly, I wouldn't actually ever let him hear me sing. It was
you
like
kidding?
this weird, I don't know what it was, like I wanted to prove it on my own or something. I would never let him help me sing, and I eventually joined choir myself. He wasn't my teacher, but I joined because I was moving school so much. I needed to do something to kind of make friends, and I kind of fit in, so I just kind of kept up with it. And yeah, it's my dream, honestly, to do like a choir remix to one of our songs and have my dad come out and like conduct the choir. So
With a stick?
he's got the
You got to have the stick, yeah.
I actually got him
I've
a
seen
custom one for Christmas. It's called a baton. I don't know. Actually,
I don't know.
But yeah,
You're the choir guy's son. You should know.
You're his son, and you're
We should be asking
us. I mean,
you,
I don't
yeah.
know. I've never been in a choir before.
But yeah, he's got the stick and everything.
So the name Restless Road, what's the genesis of that?
I wish it had a really cool story.
I don't know what came first, the name or the meaning.
Let's just make up a name then.
They really told us, on the show. They said, "Hey, we need a name by the end of the day," and we were coming up with just everything we could, and nothing was sticking, and we just said Restless Road, and the guy was like, "Man, that sounds like something." And we never looked back. And now I feel like it kind of has taken on its own meaning. This whole journey to get to this point in life in general for everybody, it's a restless road. It's you never know what you're going to get. And we have this whole catchphrase, and it's called "Keep Your Eyes on the Road," and it's just all about staying focused on your dream and your goal, and that's kind of I feel like developed the meaning.
I'm going to give you a meaning. So when you guys met, you hit it off, and you all were like on Ancestry.com or one of those sites, and you realize when you look back into your history that all of your grandparents lived on Restless Avenue, but Restless Avenue didn't sound good. So crazy coincidence that they all lived in the same place because they were all fighting for America in World War I. And they lived on Restless Avenue, and you're like, wow, we can't believe that we're all matched together. This has got to be some sign from God. And so instead of Restless Avenue, you're like, let's just say Restless Road because it sounds better. And then now representing USA, you three, Restless Road. That's your new store. You can have it free.
Well, I'm glad you said that because my free trial on Ancestry.com ran out before I got there.
Okay, that's
So
great.
You know what's really ironic, though, that you say that? My grandpa, after we were on the show, he changed the name of the road that we lived on in our hometown. And
So it's not a total lie. So let's
he
go.
Literally lived
did.
on Restless Road.
He really did change it. And then he got really mad because my grandpa's like kind of a recluse, so he doesn't like people. And so there was people stopping by because when we were on the show, people were wanting to stop by and see where this was. And he went out there and chopped the whole sign down and never put it back out. So I don't know if it's still legally Restless Road, but we're gonna say it is.
All right, Restless Avenue. See,
Restless
the
Avenue.
whole situation works. So what's the living situation with you guys? Do you guys live together?
Me and Zach do. We
Okay.
live over in East Nashville. And Colton, he has a beautiful family. He's married. He has 2 little girls.
Why don't you move in with them? He's got enough room now.
I don't
Right.
know. I don't know if he can handle 2 more
They're
kids.
the Funkles, dude. They're
So
the
are
Funkles.
you guys known as Uncle?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we're Uncle G and Uncle Zach. Yeah.
And your kids are how old?
2 and 4?
I mean, you're like 16. How do you have to get kids?
I know,
2 and 4?
man. I've been married for 7 years too.
Oh, wow.
Already.
Wow,
I
look
got
at
married
you.
at 20, and so yeah,
And you grew up where?
West Virginia.
Now, did you ever make the walk to Tennessee? And I say that because Eddie did from West Virginia.
I
to
sure
I
Tennessee.
did.
heard about
I
this.
sure did.
Oh
There's
my
been-
gosh.
I know a few people that's done it. Y'all are a different breed of people, man. I lived out there, and I don't think that you couldn't catch me walking that far. It is a long walk.
Colton, what was your hometown like?
Small, real small. We have one stop sign, one gas station, and there's about last time they did a census, there was 272 people in the town. So everybody knows everyone. But it's honestly really cool because I feel like just West Virginia in general, they tend to rally around people that are doing stuff because not a lot of people get out of West Virginia and do something. So it's been a really awesome experience, and being able to go back. They actually, I don't know if this is it's weird, but they put I seen you have a sign in your hometown, and they put Home of Colton Pack in front of mine, which was a really cool moment. So they're definitely proud. It's a really cool thing, and I love to get to go back when I can. So
you're from West Virginia, and then Zach, like, where is? I know you say your family lives in Wichita now, but to you, where's home as a kid? You gotta pick a place. Where would it be?
It's really hard. I've always said I kind of feel like I don't have a hometown. Maybe we'll write a song about it.
That's
sometime.
crazy that you feel like you don't have a hometown.
But in a lot of ways, it's something that my dad would apologize for later on. He'd be like, "I'm really sorry that we had to move around." But I actually really value and appreciate that experience because it really forced me to come out of my shell and just adapt to new situations. And I've applied that a lot to what we're doing today. But
I feel sad for him.
I know. I'm like,
no,
who
You didn't have a
knew?
hometown. I feel sad for you.
Yeah, being a choir director,
Moving around, you don't even-
military, you expect,
You don't
but
even
like,
feel like you have a hometown.
Yeah.
well, I got friends in a lot of places. I got, I loved my Michigan friends. That's kind of where I feel like that's where I started singing. That's where I did this talent.
What town in Michigan?
East Lansing
Okay,
area.
there it is. There's his hometown.
Okay.
My question would be if like he were playing Monday Night Football and he's like, I'm from hometown Mountain Pine, Arkansas. Bob, you'd be like, oh, I don't have a hometown. Or we'd be like, oh, I got to change it because I feel sad. I can't even watch football now. But I like it. I like your attitude about it. Whenever you guys started playing together, did you feel like, oh man, I kind of wanted to be solo, and now we're together? Was that kind of a process to get through, or were we like, man, we actually are a lot better together than we were by ourselves?
It's way more fun being a group. It
Yes.
would be. I just think, being a group obviously comes with more challenges. You're gonna have to make some sacrifices, and I'm sure there's things that we don't even know about down the road. We're gonna have to work together on. But for me, it's just so much fun. It's no joke. They're my best friends, and everyone thinks that we're brothers, but it feels like it. And it's just we love making music together, and we just love what we do. And
You still like each other?
yeah,
We
so far,
haven't
yeah.
had a blowout yet.
You really haven't? And you
No.
guys
no, we
have-
really haven't. But we're honestly, I feel like we're pretty good about
Our
like
communication skills.
as soon as if something's like a problem's arising, immediately
we just
talking about
say
it.
how we feel and we work it out. We say it. We get past it and we move on.
that's
is there a voting
It's healthy.
protocol? Like if you 2-1, wins, how do you guys do that?
Well,
If-
I think what's cool about us is over the years that we've been together, like we all came from different places. We have very different voices and styles, but I think that's what's cool is we kind of bounce off each other, and it's cool to hear their perspective because I might think something sounds cool, but they'll have a different perspective, and it's cool to bounce ideas off each other and then kind of be like, hey, maybe I wasn't right, and maybe that was a little cooler.
So you're from Tuscaloosa, Alabama?
I am.
How's that working out for you?
Well, I always tell people this because people either love or hate that you're from Tuscaloosa. They're like, oh, Roll Tide, or they're like, oh, dude, no. But when I turned 2, when I started talking, my parents said, you can either live with us here at home, or we're going to take you to the woods and you can figure it out. You got to be a Roll Tide fan. I said, okay.
So you were forced into it.
Yeah, I grew up there. I was there till I was 18, moved to Nashville after, so I kind of have to be. Yeah.
See, I am not. I feel a bit the opposite. I actually really enjoy going to Tuscaloosa, but I am not an Alabama fan at all.
Right.
But I'm just jealous that you guys are really good, and so I take that out on you. My hatred is jealousy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been weird, like with all the football success. It's been weird watching sports growing up, because when I was a young kid, we didn't have Nick Saban. I think he's a huge part of that. But yeah, it was crazy seeing where they were and how they are now. It was just big change.
And you get to do 3 hometown shows whenever you're touring. Like,
yeah.
all right, we're
That's
gonna do
true.
yeah.
Well, I promise you, there's probably no chance we're ever going to my hometown. There's not enough people.
Yeah, we will.
Oh,
You
we've
think
definitely
we're going to?
Yeah,
we got to go back.
Hey,
for
listen,
another
we are
boys'
going to
weekend.
West Virginia, so I kind of take West Virginia as my whole hometown.
I feel the same way about Arkansas. Anywhere in
Anytime-
Arkansas that's like my home.
Exactly. That's
You
true.
guys are all over. I'm looking at all these dates that you guys are doing. And so when you play a live show and it's you 3, like, are you able to cover the whole, musically, you guys have it all right here with you 3? I'm sure you got a drummer, but like what are you guys doing there in the set?
Well, tell them about our guitar
Yeah,
player,
so
Scott. That's pretty cool.
so it's actually Garrett plays guitar, Zach plays guitar, I play guitar and piano, and it's really cool. So I went to our lead guitar player is actually from my high school, so he moved to Nashville. I used to try to get him to move to Nashville early on because he's just unbelievable at what he does, and he actually moved to Nashville before I did after all that time, and then when the opportunity arose, I told him, I said, man, we'd love to have you in the band, and he's been playing with us. So it's been really cool to get to see 2 people from the middle of nowhere, West Virginia, on the big stage show.
I guess I asked that because, you got to pay people,
It's true.
and at one point the Restless Road money is going to be coming in pretty good, I hope. But right now you're trying to figure it out. You got all those mouths to feed.
That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah,
Right now we do have a drummer and a lead guitar player, but other than that, we
Well,
kind of.
that's pretty
cover the
full
rest.
sounding. That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. You guys can. I hope you go and see Restless Road because they have so many dates. And we'll tell you in just a second about that. But the thing that interests me too about new artists is when they get asked to do something like The Bachelor, like to perform on that show, because I just feel so awkward. Because do you have to do it over and over again?
We did
I
it.
can't wait to dive into this.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
such
Because
huge-
to me that's always fascinating, and I have a few friends that have done it, and it just feels weird.
Yeah.
So who did they bring you in for, and what was the scene?
We were episode 4 on Clayton's season, and all we knew going in, we're huge fans of the show, by the way. So when we found out, we were just so pumped to be there, and we're asking.
Do you have to say that if you do it? Like it's in the contract? You have to
No,
say
we
it?
legit
No, we really-
probably
Okay,
for
all right.
8 or 9 years now. We've watched it religiously.
Oh, y'all have watch
I
parties?
mean-
Oh yeah,
Oh
we
my
know
gosh.
all the facts. Like we keep up.
Okay.
We've,
Ask us anything. It's
Yeah.
We won't, but I believe you. Yeah.
It's the most dramatic season of The Bachelor
coming out.
coming up.
Anyways,
Where do they send you? Just to LA?
we were actually in Houston, so we had finished a show. We were opening with Kane. We finished the show, flew to Houston, and it was a date at this like farmhouse. It was a barbecue date that they were on, and so during the daytime portion, we were kind of kept secret, and we were asking the producers a million questions. How's the show work? We had like a million questions, and then by the time they ate dinner, I'm using air quotes because they don't actually eat the food. They eat dinner at around midnight, and then there's this big sliding door. And we're on the other side of it, and the producer's just like, hey, whenever that door opens, just start. And the suspense was just killing us because we had to be totally silent. It was like 8 minutes went by.
Well, they didn't tell us. They're like, just watch that door and be ready to play. And whenever it opens, just go. And I'm like sitting there for, I bet you 40 minutes, just waiting, and it's dead silent.
Everybody's whispering, and then the producer's like got her earpiece in. She's like, she's crying. The girl's crying. She's
It's
like,
good tears.
It's good tears. It's good tears. And the door finally opened, and they walked through, and they were 5 feet away from us, and just went for the instant make out. And that's really what was challenging was keeping the straight face, because you have to look at them. You can't not look at them.
But then you feel weird both ways.
But it's weird both ways.
If you don't look at them, you're like, we're performing to them, but then they're like making out, you know?
Mm.
And then you're just like, am I wrong for this?
You only had to do it one time?
Well, we did it a few
We
times.
did it a few
Just
times.
for
Did they
the
have to keep
angles, you
kissing?
know, the angles.
Well, so what was
Yes,
funny
they did.
is, because
Ow.
right after Clayton did this big, massive speech, and I mean, it was like
It was beautiful.
It was perfect. It was the perfect speech, and then the producers go, "Can you please say exactly what you said, just like you said it?"
He said,
And
I
it's-
like those words you use. I like
Yeah.
to use more of those words.
So instead of doing the speech, they were just like, "No, we're just going to make out instead." So then they continued to do that, and he kept trying to have to stop them, and yeah, it was.
We got like 2 or 3 minutes with them off camera, and they did seem to be like all over each other.
Are they still together? Who?
I don't even
No,
know who they are.
listen,
I
She
have
made
no
it to
idea.
the bitter end, and she was.
It was Rachel.
I'm not gonna, spoil anything, but
Colton, we don't know who any of
the
these people
finale
are.
is.
Wait, this I don't even know if
Yeah.
this is like.
kind of
Is
was-
this
It's
aired?
been so long
It
ago. I feel like-
came out like, what, a week
Okay.
or two ago?
This has been
Oh.
like 2 weeks ago.
If you
haven't
saw it,
watched
it was the
now, then-
biggest train wreck of a finale. Like the guy did probably everything wrong, and the girl that was a part of our date, she kind of got the short end of the stick. Like she was like second and third with the other girl. He just told them both.
They
to
made
go
her the new
home.
Bachelorette, though.
Yeah.
They gave her
I
gave her
mean-
another chance at love.
The funny thing about this story is I lost interest after you finished your part. I don't care. I mean, you guys were just
well-
talking to air after a while. Rachel, Susie, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were sharing a story from a year ago.
Yeah. No, just.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just.
get it now.
Yeah, Rachel and Susie. That's a cool thing. No idea what's happening here.
Colton.
Yes. No, that's Colton. Colton was the other bachelor.
Clayton.
Clayton.
Yeah. See, there's just so many seasons at this point.
Too many to keep up with.
Restless Road is here. You guys have a new single. I would like for you to play it. Can you play the whole thing?
Absolutely.
we
Yeah.
can.
Okay, good. Because sometimes people come in and only want to play like a third of it.
Let's just play the first 15 seconds.
See,
for
I
you.
knew
Give you
it.
a
I knew there
preview.
was something up. My favorite part of that song is when Zach comes back and goes,
Hey, baby.
I don't even know what you said. That one part.
Yes,
Where we're all like, we're in the mood. We're dancing with ourselves. We're feeling like we're on The Bachelor. We're doing the thing. Hey. That was good. I like that, Zach. Are you known? What is that? Are you
Baritone, right?
Are you a bass, a baritone?
Probably more of a baritone, but
Yeah, I don't know the difference, and I wouldn't have even known.
I don't know
what-
either.
Unless you
He was
yelled the
trying to
word.
tell me the other day. He was like, "Well, Sue, my dad taught me this," and I was like, "I don't know. I,
I would
just say
say
low."
I would say I'm a bass singer, but then I'll like see some video on TikTok and see a guy who can sing like way lower than me. I'm like, no, he's the bass.
He's the real guy.
But how high can you go?
I can go so high.
Wow. And how low can you go?
Oh. On Bobby Bones.
Yeah, I think I can do that. Hey,
But
so
singing.
yeah. What's that line? No music. When you come back in, I'm putting you on the spot here. When you
What
come
you
back,
say we put
oh,
us
let me be
down?
quiet. Let me be quiet. All right, and go.
What you say we put us down some room?
Okay, that's what I liked. Yeah, you should do that more. Yeah, it's good. Okay, here's the deal. Restless Road is here. They're launching their first ever headlining tour. The Bar Friends Tour starts April 6th in Milwaukee. If you're listening to us in Milwaukee or Madison, you can go watch. But they're all over the place. Get tickets at restlessroad.com. So many of the cities that we're in. Grand Rapids, Nashville, Atlanta, St. Louis. I could keep reading it, but you would just get annoyed. But go to restlessroad.com. They're also looking for local openers for their tour, so they're picking winners. We're about to pick winners now. So that's a pretty cool thing, though. Try to find local in every city. And they also bring local fans. And that's pretty cool, too, because then you get free people coming to the show that are buying tickets. Make them buy tickets. Don't get free. All right. Restless Road. Guys, appreciate that. Great job.
Thanks for
You
having
guys can follow them at Restless Road. They have a massive TikTok. You guys do a lot of singing on TikTok. I like that.
Oh yeah.
You're just like, all right, we're here for another video. What would you like us to do? You're like, well, I guess we'll sing. And then you guys sing. Like it. All right, Restless Road. You guys check out Growing Old with You. And
It's about